My internet connection has been up and down, up and down. I don't know, but I'm hoping that you guys can actually hear and see me. My name is Gloria Ward, and I'm the founder of the I'm Loving Me project, where we inspire you to love yourself and help you get through those day to day things that we know um, we go through, and to give you some reassurance that you are definitely on the right track to doing what it is that you want to do. And if you're not, there's always a way for you to come back to it. I started this project 3 years ago with the hopes of inspiring every woman to love herself and just to get you to know just how powerful and amazing you are. And I've been dedicated to that. And I've been working on that myself for the last 6 years, I believe. And here we are. So I enjoyed the fact that you guys come on the Inspiration in 30 with me in the morning. I know the kids are going back to school, so you have other priorities. You got to get them to the bus. You got to make sure that they, have their lunches. You got to make sure that you're following all of the guidelines to keep them safe. But what I do appreciate is the fact that you do take the time to get your inspiration in 30 and to listen, because it's always helpful. I do want to tell you guys we are coming to Pittsburgh. We're going to have an amazing time. We announced our speakers yesterday. And if you want to be able to get tickets, you can. It should be already out on our Facebook page where you could come and join us. In October, we're going to be here in Atlanta for our selfish um, kind of like conference retreat. Hey, Marie, I miss you. I haven't seen you. I haven't talked to you in a while. I've seen you, but I haven't talked to you in a while. And that's what we're doing, right? I've been, I've been I've been thinking about this inspiration in 30 today because I want to be able to tell you guys exactly what is happening and what is going on, and how we self-sabotage ourselves, especially when things go good in our life, right? It's not when things are bad that we start to think all these negative thoughts. It's when things start to go good and we think it's going too good, and we sit here and believe that something is actually going to happen or is too good to be true, right? So here's my story. I went. What day was that? I think that was on a Friday. I went to see Miss Jackie, right? Because sometimes we got to be able to check in and get the reality of things that's going on. So I haven't checked in a while. I was just working and doing all this stuff. And I told her, I said, Miss Jackie, I have to figure out, what is wrong with me, because every time I try to, get myself to the next level, something happens. Like my mind tells me I can't do it, or don't worry about it, or be cautious and wait. And so, really clear, she said, yeah, your mind is stopping you because you have some kind of fear or something like that. And she said, you always keep telling yourself that you're not good enough. Why do you do that? And I said, I don't know. I think it's because I'm trying to figure out, you know, what it is that I want to do. And when I don't get the results that I want, I blame myself. And she said, no, the thing that's happening to you is that you always believe when things are going good that something is going to go wrong because it's too good to be true. You don't celebrate when things are going right. What you do is you look for the negativity, you look for something to go wrong. I'm sitting up there and I'm saying, no, that's not true. She said, I said, no, that's not true. That's not it. I'm not looking for anything to go wrong. I'm actually looking for everything to go right and beyond. And she said, no, you got to be able to process what I'm saying. And this is what I want to say to you guys. When we embark on things and things start to change for the better in our life, it becomes so scary that we're always looking behind us, or we're looking on the side of us to see what can go wrong. We're always looking for that ram in the bush, right? We always looking for that shoe to drop, and we always looking for, like, no, this is going too well, or things are just working out too well. Something has to go wrong. And when I sat there for a second, I said, damn. I said, everything is going well. Everything is looking up. Everything is looking good. Why in the hell am I sitting up here self sabotaging it, and not even doing that, self sabotaging myself? And one of the things that she said is because you have a fear that if it does work out, that you won't even know, what the hell to do, because that's a new level in your life that you don't know. That's a new level in your life that you don't know. And I said, damn, okay. I said, all right, well, how do I fix that? Because see, what we do is, and I want you ladies to understand where I'm coming from, right? This is what we do. We start working on our purpose. We start doing little things. We start saving our money a little bit more. The business starts to take off the way we want to. We start to make the connections we want. We start to put some things together to help us to move in that next level. We take that action, and then we freeze, or we question, or we ask ourselves, are we doing this right? Is this the way to do it? Without even celebrating where we are and being thankful for where we are, right? We sit up there and we question all of it, saying, is this the right thing? Am I going in the right direction? Will the people like me? Will they not like me? And then we try to figure out and start to question, well, is this really the thing that I'm supposed to do? The next thing we know is that we going down this big old rabbit hole of all this self-sabotaging thoughts, to where when we hit the damn bottom, we find ourselves in a depressed state, looking at our life, saying, damn, this is what I did not want. And we quit, and we blame the fact that I tried, but it didn't work out for me. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to get you to see, and what I'm trying to get you to understand, is that when you start taking action and when you start moving forward in anything, it can even be the success with your children and what they're doing, right? They're about to leave the nest, and all of a sudden you self-sabotaging yourself. What the hell am I gonna do? How am I gonna make this work? What is gonna become of my life? All this stuff we start to think about and do, and telling ourselves, right? We're telling ourselves and we blaming ourselves, saying, you know, uh, the reason why I can't go to this level, the reason why I can't do this, the reason why I can't have this is because I know something's going to go wrong. It is my fault. I don't know enough. I'm not working hard enough. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Where really, where really, you're in your learning stages. You're building your muscle. You're working. You're figuring out what works for you and what doesn't work. You're figuring out what you like. You're figuring out how you can navigate this thing called life, because this road is so new for you. You have so many questions and it can go so many different ways, right? You're trying to, in your mind, pick the right road that you can walk down, and you're so fearful that you're going to choose something negative that you self sabotage yourself and you sit right there and do nothing. Or you question every move where you hurt yourself versus letting it be. I hope you ladies are getting that. I hope you ladies are getting that, because let me tell you how it happens. And I'm using myself as an example because I am you and me, and you are me, and we're both on this journey, right? It happens so unexpectedly and so unconsciously, you don't even know you're doing it until you actually become aware of the things that you're doing, because it does not work out for you. When things are going the other way, when things are going negative for you, you have to be able to see if you are self-sabotaging yourself. You know why? Because you have all the support in the world. People on the outside are saying, wow, Marie, Khadijah, you're doing such an amazing job, and I see how well you're going. And that little small voice in you is saying, yeah, but I need to go ahead and do more. And yeah, how am I going to do this work by myself? And yeah, I got to be able to make sure I get the kids to do this. Nobody knows my struggle. Nobody knows my pain. The only thing that you're looking at is the outside. And you're like, God damn, I just sat here for a good 2 or 3 minutes and I self sabotaged my own self when somebody was trying to give me a compliment, right? When you try to even make a step, your mind also tries to keep you safe. Here's what happened to me. So I text Miss Jackie. I said, Miss Jackie, I need to come see you, right? I need to come see you. I said, what day are you available? And she said, anytime. Don't worry, don't worry about it. Anytime you can come, right? So I said, how was Friday? And she said, Friday's good. So y'all, I tell you the truth. Friday came, right? And here's my brain. And we all do this. Ah, shit, that, and she lived too far, and I don't feel like driving all the way out there. And I think we could do a Zoom, and maybe we can go ahead and talk on the phone. And you know, I think I solved my problem already. The problem is me. If I just go ahead and just sit with myself a little bit, I'll be fine, right? All the way up until, and what she doesn't know is when she called me, because I laid back down, right? I laid back down and I was like, I'm gonna just go to the pool, sit there, figure it out, and then be done. And she called me and she said, what are we gonna do for lunch? Because I want something to eat. And I said, I don't know. I was thinking about getting like fresh to order. So she zelled me some money to get us some lunch. So now I can't get out of it, right? Now I can't get out of it. I don't know if she was reading my energy or what. Now I have to get my ass up and go, right? I could have said, well, here's your money back. I really don't feel like going, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, no, if this happened, Glow, you need to get your ass up and go. Because that's what we do, y'all. Every day. And I want you to look at it, right? And I'm only using me as an example because I want you to see from the outside what we do on the inside every day. How much we sabotage ourselves and question ourselves and look at ourselves in such a negative light. Now, hear what I'm saying. It's not all the time, right? It's not all the time. It's not every day, but it's usually when we are doing things well, right? It's usually when we are doing things well. When we doing bad, we know we doing bad. You ain't got to you ain't got to self sabotage yourself when you're doing bad, and you know you're doing bad, and you know you're doing shit you're not supposed to be doing, right? When you know you're doing it, you don't you in denial, right? We deny those things. We just be like, oh, fuck it. I mean, I came this far. Let me just go ahead and keep going. I get out of it sooner or later. I'll stop smoking these cigarettes whenever, right? It is when we are doing well that the self sabotaging behavior comes. And what's happening inside of us, that questioning that we are doing, and the thinking that we have going on, is that battle between our old selves and our new selves, our old self and the person that we are becoming. Understand that your brain is trying to keep you safe and it's saying, Kim, don't go over there and go try that. You know you could not run before. If you do try to run, you're going to fall and hurt yourself, and we don't want that. I suggest you go ahead and walk. I suggest you go ahead and do these things. Do not go ahead, Lee, and give this person the opportunity to see who you really are on a date or in a relationship. You know you just got over a breakup. You know that you are trying to do things right this time. You know that you want to be able to make sure you find someone who is good for you, and this person is not it. You not sure if this person is it. But you don't went on a date a couple of times. The person is a nice person, right? But we looking around waiting for the other shoe to drop, and we are sabotaging ourselves. And then we ask ourselves, like when I was speaking with her, I'm like, why the hell is this happening? She said, Gloria, it's so normal. There's really nothing that you can do about it but be aware. And as you get stronger, it gets better, right? I don't want any of you who is listening to me to think that this is something that you can just get over overnight. And I don't want people to tell you, or you read something to say that this is something that you can just erase, because it's not true. It's not true. What you can do is you practice and you get stronger. So when it does come, you know what to do. Self-sabotaging behavior is there because you always are going to question yourself. Your brain is always trying to keep you safe. You are always trying to fight against yourself, right? Because the habits that you learn now and the habits that you know now, you're trying to go to the next level. They're trying to follow you. They're trying to follow you. And they can't go. So they're trying to convince you to be safe. You go to work and you listen to the boss that you don't like. Immediately your mind says, oh, here this motherfucker go again, and I don't really like him anyway, and I don't like this. So anything he say, do, or whatever, you always question, you always do this. And if they reprimand you for anything because of the energy that you put out, you get an attitude, you become a victim, you say it's their fault, right? Where really it's all about how you feel in here, right? I want you to think about something. I really want you to think about something. Every time you put yourself on the right track, and I want you to think of the last time. Now, the right track for you can be anything. You started that diet, you started that business, you opened yourself up to a relationship, you said that you was going to save money, right? How many times into or out of continuing to do better? How many times have you talked yourself into or out of getting stronger? Because you said, oh man, I've been saving for the last 3 months. I'm cool. I can go ahead and get these pair of shoes. It ain't gonna hurt anything. I'm gonna get the money back anyway. Right? Man, I've been doing good for 2 months on my diet. These pork chops is not gonna hurt me at all. I'll just get right back on track. Right? This person, I know that they like me and all that stuff, and we doing good in our relationship, but let me just go ahead and see what else is out there, because I got to make sure that this is the right person for me. So maybe I need to go ahead and date a few people, because see, that's my problem. When I find somebody, I just stick with that one person and I don't have variety. So because I think this person is it, then I end up with my heart broken. So let me go ahead and open myself up just a little bit more to see if I can date several people, right? So I can figure out what's for me. You get what I'm saying? When things go good, when we are doing our thing, that's when we self-sabotage ourselves the most, right? Why? Fear of the unknown, fear that is going to be taken away from us, and we don't want to be hurt. We don't want to be hurt. We don't want to be embarrassed. We don't want to feel shame if something goes wrong, right? So we self-sabotage ourselves, because if it does go wrong, if something do happen, we say, you know what? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen, and I felt it, because we put it all in us, right? The first thing that we say is, I felt it. I knew that it wasn't going to go right for me. I knew something bad was going to happen. And I kept thinking that in the back of my head, but I just didn't say nothing because so many people were supporting me. No, honey. You self-sabotage yourself so much that you didn't even give yourself a chance. Gloria, that's not true, because I worked hard. I did what they told me to do. I did open myself up, and look what happened. No, you did not. You was expecting it to go wrong, and it did, and you cool with it. But we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that we do stuff to ourselves that's self-sabotaging, that other people can feel and know. We don't see that, right? We don't want to admit that sometimes when we look in that mirror and we look at ourselves, we do not like what we see. We don't want to admit that we are always a work in progress, and our emotions go up and down, up and down, up and down. We are so afraid to say to ourselves and to other people, I don't have all the answers. I don't know what I'm doing. Most of the time, I'm fearful. And most of the time, I need help. I don't know what I'm doing. This is new territory for me. And I told you, ladies, that's why I did this project, because, and I'm not knocking other people will make it seem like they got all their life together, that they solve most of their problems, and they want to tell you how to get out of it just by, oh, let go, do this, do that, read this, do that. And then you do this every day and you're fine. That is not true. I am good for the time being. I am good for a while. What I need help with is my sustainability. What I need help with is when these things creep in me, what is it that I can practice and do? When I need help because I'm self sabotaging myself. How do I become aware of that? And I allow myself to sit back and remind myself of the good things that I've done, about the amazing things that I'm about to accomplish, and reminding myself that nothing is permanent and that I will have challenges and my mind will try to stop me and I will have these negative thoughts. And I have to understand me in order to do it. That's why I say don't abort the process. Don't believe you have to use all of this energy and everything to go ahead and block out these thoughts, because it doesn't do anything but make things worse. When you embrace it and you don't abort the process, ladies, I'm telling you, I promise you, you learn so much about yourself that you have never discovered before. You learn how to practice holding on to what's good. What's that? I don't know. Y'all know the Bible better than me, but I know it's in there, that Philippians thing where it says, keep your eyes on virtue, keep your eyes on love, keep your eyes on this and that, right? It's in Philippians somewhere. But the whole point is life is filled with challenges. You're going to battle with yourself. You're going to battle with other people. You're going to self-sabotage yourself. You're going to put yourself in situations where you don't want to be. You are going to hurt yourself. You are going to feel negative about yourself. But you don't abort the process. What you do is you focus on those things that are good. Know that this too shall pass. And know that every day that you are discovering something about yourself. And when it does flare up and when you are triggered, you tell yourself, oh, here it is. Here it is, because this shit is making me mad. It's making me mad. So I know it's triggering something in me. Let me go ahead and, figure out how I can get through this. Because your mind is trying to keep you where you are. And it's doing that because that's what it's supposed to do. But I promise you, that battle that you have with yourself, that battle that you keep, I don't even know how to explain it, but I know y'all feel me on this. That battle that you just can't explain to people, that they don't see, that you feel, is that self-sabotaging behavior that you have, and you have to accept that you have it and figure out how you start to turn that around. That's the only way you're going to be able to work through it. Most of us hide and go away. Say, girl, you know what? I was about to call you the other day, but I've been through hell. You hear me? Kids ain't working out right. Husband getting on my nerves. This stuff is going on. And I'm sitting up here saying, I know I need to reach out, but I just can't. And you got a whole bunch of stuff going on, and you start mind reading, right? You telling me what you think I was going through as to why you didn't get the help you need. Right? You come up with a whole story as to why you didn't reach out and get the help you need. Right? Like I came up with a whole story as to why I didn't want to get my ass up and go. Right? But what I'm telling you guys is that's what we do. And it's normal. It's nothing for you to be fearful of, sad about, afraid. It's nothing to beat yourself up about. The beauty in it, the beauty in it is that when you recognize it, you can change it. That's the beauty in it. Sometimes you're going to have to sit in it until you figure out how to come out. But when you do, you sit up here and you laugh about it, or you reach out and you get the help that you need. I knew something was wrong. That I knew. I knew something was wrong. And I needed help for me to pinpoint what it was. And the biggest thing that she told me, which I still didn't want to hear, is you need to get out the world, Gloria. You need to get out the world and spend time with yourself. Because going to the next level, you can't be doing the same things that you're doing. You need to get out the world. Spend time with yourself. Truly walk in your purpose. And I'm like, I like to hang out, Miss Jackie, and I like to do this and that. I'm not saying that you can't hang out. I'm not saying you can't be with your friends. See, when I say get out the world, right? She said, I mean, stop listening to these things and hanging around these people who are not serving you. Stop trying to be that person for everybody. Your passion is there. You love people. But how are you serving you? How are you getting stronger so that you can serve? In order to do that, you got to get out the world. And you got to focus on your purpose. You got to understand, and this is for everybody who's listening, that when you are walking this journey, whatever it is for you, spending time with yourself is important. Lonely, yes. Very, very, very uncomfortable, yes. Confusing, yes. Because you're trying to figure out who you really are. You're trying to understand what triggers you, why you are the way you are. All that stuff, y'all, I'm telling you, all of that is what reveals who you truly are. And again, like I keep telling you, if you try to fight it, if you try to, you sit up here and say, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to push myself to do this. You're not going to go nowhere. You're not going to go anywhere. Allow it to come in. Allow the next time that you feeling like you have self-sabotaging behavior. How do you know? Because when you sit up there and say, man, I don't feel like doing this shit. And when is the last time I wrote a paper for school? I mean, last time I wrote a damn paper was this. And I definitely don't know how to use no Microsoft Excel. And somebody need to help me with this website because I don't even feel like reading. Right? When you know that you have some amazing things that can come out of that, but you self-sabotage yourself. I want you to hear and listen to you. Be aware of the thoughts that you are telling yourself. And then sit up there and ask yourself, is this true? Is this true? Am I this lazy person? Am I this person that's not working hard enough? Am I this person who's just allowing people to run over them and do things? Right? And if you tell yourself, yes, I want you to dig a little deeper. Reach out. because now we got some inner work to do, right? So I want you to know and understand, ladies, that that self-sabotaging behavior that we have, it's normal. It's what you do next that's important. It's how you start to move towards something else that's important. It never, ever, 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 ever goes away. Never, ever, 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 ever. New levels, new devils, right? But what we do is we learn along the way. And we constantly recognize when we need it, we get the help we need. So we can flush those things out. So we can continue on our journey. Because it doesn't last forever. By the time that was Friday, by the time Saturday came, I was cool. Because I flushed it out and I understood. And I got right back on track. Now that don't mean by Thursday something else might come into play, right? Because you're human and it's normal. But how you work through that and how you maneuver through these things is what matters. And you get stronger the more you practice, right? So that's my inspiration for you today. Don't abort the process. When you feel that self sabotaging behavior, feel it, understand where it's coming from. And if you can't, reach out to somebody who can help you understand where it's coming from so that you have something to reflect on so that you can get stronger. Okay? I love you. I got to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.